Hi, I'm Heather, and thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about what I mentioned in my video about starting to write and outlines. Now, I might have mentioned that what do you do if you don't have a thought in your mind about what to write? And I mentioned just start writing, right? Pick an object, start describing it. There's also resources online with writing prompts that you can look up and do. Now, this also helps with writer's block. There's been several times where I am just blank and I really don't have a thought in my mind. Well, usually it's because I'm either concerned about writing this particular part, or I'm trying to make it just right. And I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I want it to be perfect, right? I want you guys to enjoy it. I want it to be the description to just be dazzling. And so my mind is so focused on trying not to make errors that I forget that the writing process is all about kind of making errors. And no one said that you can't write something multiple times. Now, I understand the fact that maybe you're just so done with writing this part over and over again, or editing this part over and over again. Well, that's when you know, okay, maybe I need to step back and take a break. And that's okay too. Just make sure that you don't take too long of a break to where you lose where you're kind of at in the story, because I've done that too. Being a busy mother of three, sometimes my writing has been very inconsistent. And so when I finally get back to writing, sometimes I have to reread the part before what I'm writing just so that I can get in the mood and the mindset. And speaking of in the mood and the mindset, what do you guys do when you start to write? Because sometimes I can write anywhere. And then sometimes I need my special corner with my special drink and my music. And it really doesn't matter how you write, as long as you just keep writing. Because, like I mentioned, sometimes writing can get very repetitive. And so, in order to make it fun for you, pick a part that you're excited about. Like I mentioned, you have your outline, so you have your checklist. Pick a part way away from where you're writing currently, and write that part that excites you or that is stuck in your brain, because that's how you make it exciting and entertaining for you, so that you keep wanting to write. There is one more thing I wanted to mention, because I wanted to keep this video short, because like I said, this is kind of a part 2 to my outline and starting to write video, and I wanted to keep this one shorter. That was my longest one yet. But what I've always believed, and like I said, this is just me, don't quote me. I mean, if you agree with what I'm about to say, definitely give me a thumbs up. But I've always felt like stories and the things that people say to us, we internalize it. Whether we realize it or not, it stays with us. And that helps us develop as a person. It can help grow us as our personality, our character. It can help shape kind of our mindset. I mean, think about it this way. When you're a child and you're reading all those fun stories, there's a few of those stories that stick out to you that become your favorite. It could be simply because it's funny, or maybe without you realizing that it connects with you personally. But I guarantee that most of you, like me, I still remember some of those books. They've stayed with me. And some of the things that were either lessons in those stories have helped me develop as a person. It's the same way when we talk to someone down the street and we try to connect and bond with each other. I truly believe that the experiences we have and the things that we read ties us together as a people. It helps us have empathy for each other because we can feel the emotion and we can understand the circumstances or the feelings behind what we're reading or what's happened to that person. We're all human. We all have the same emotions, right? Sadness, joy, frustration. So in some little degree, I feel like we all can truly connect with each other. And stories help unite us. Anyway, so that's just me getting on my soapbox, but that's another reason why I love stories and why I'm doing this is not only do I think my stories are fun, but I think it would be a fun way to connect with people. There's so many movies and TV shows out there nowadays that people are digging deeper and trying to make their characters more realistic because it does. We empathize and connect with those characters in some way or another. And that's why we enjoy it so much, is because it's so realistic. Now, enough with the serious stuff. Let's get to the fun stuff. Here soon, Halloween is coming up, right? It's one of my favorite holidays. Give me a thumbs up if you agree with that. I love dressing up as my favorite characters. But one thing I'm excited about for this YouTube channel is that I get to maybe talk with all of you about some of our favorite stories. So I'm going to post a list on my Facebook page of some books or shows that I really like. And you can add to it as well. If there's something I haven't heard of, or you're just really into something right now, maybe I haven't heard of it, maybe I have, I don't know, comment. And let's try to pick what we all want to talk about next. Because I don't know about you, but with Halloween comes a lot of merchandise. And this is when you can find a lot of stuff for not just your favorite movies that have come from books, but maybe animes as well. And I am a huge anime lover. I'm gross. So I'll post a list with numbers. You just type in what number that you're interested in the most, and we'll just start these fun conversations and see what's out there. So bye, storytellers and story lovers. Don't forget to LSN, like, subscribe, and hit that notification button.